Hi everyone. Yeah, it have been some days since I've been online and I try to be online. I think I forgot that we could be. I wanted to be online through YouTube, but I think YouTube have a problem right now. So that's why I don't. Cause it's just yeah. I realize YouTube have a problem right now because I've tried all my gadget and it's like no, something is not normal with the YouTube. I think they are struggling. Um, most of the people they see me just cooking waste, and that's why I have just decided to make this short video because most of the people they just think she just cook food from West and yeah, other nations apart from. In fact, I love African food. In fact, I was in an African shop. Today I was off and I had a meeting. Then I rushed to the shop and I bought some ugari fra. This is our ugari. I think I don't know whether it's from Arab because it have so many languages. It's long time since I eat ugari and it's a main dish, especially when we approach to past April, where we celebrate the death of the Lord Jesus Christ and his resurrection. I tend to eat, and I see this one I have to eat before that date because it's expiring. That it have a short time, fourth March, but so I have to cook some ugaris and I have my freezer full of spinach and some skuma wiki which I grew during summer. So I was in the Arab shop and I bought this. Then I love, in fact, when you meet me somewhere, just make sure that you cook this traditional dish. These are arrowroot from West Africa. You can see how it look like. So I have some boiling water here. I'm alone in the house, that's why the camera is not, I cannot show you everything because my gadgets where I always said life alone, where I could attach my mobile, it went off, so I have to invest on that one. So I bought some arrowroot and so I have some water here boiled. So I want to cook this arrowroot. And then somebody, if you cook arrowroot, even when you travel like in Africa and you happen to come with arrowroot, now this is the place that I'm cooking arrowroot there. I'm cooking arrowroot here. And I happen to buy the West African sweet potatoes. These ones are, what do you call, pink? No, purple. Yeah, they are purplish. They are purplish. So, but yeah, I think it's the first time. Even I wanted to buy cassavas. I'm very good. I know how to make cassavas for West African style. But the problem is that guy does not know how to preserve cassava. You can see, these are purplish. I don't know whether my camera is quite good to show you that. These are roots is purples. Yeah. No, it's a sweet potatoes. Oi! So today I decided to, these ones I'll be eating for some few days during the breakfast. And I'm very good in, I love also making chapatis. But it has been a while since I made chapatis. And I don't think I'm going to make chapati because here, about some few weeks to come, I'm entering a long fasting. As I always tell you people, I'm not just an ordinary person. I'm a very spiritual person too, and that's why you see me wearing a turban, because the oil that I have in my spiritual area does not allow me to to have my head uncovered. So I have to stay in the area that I'm called. Although I'm in the world, I understand, and I understand even the world we are living today. It's very hard for people. If there is something, people they are not willing to hear. In fact, it's about spiritual matters. Me, I'm learned. I've spent most of my time in West nations, but I know there is God in heaven. That one I was taught since I was a little kid, and I cannot. When immediately I came out of my mother's house, my mother's womb, I was introduced to church. So that one I cannot. I know many people, they don't like today to hear about. They tend to say that the gospel is so much complicated. There is so many rules. Do this. Some even they tell you, this God of yours is so complicated and so hard to. God said in the book of Matthew that we always abandon the law and the rule of God to fit in our own culture and traditions. So if there is less people they want to hear today, is all about is about Jesus. It's about the kingdom of heaven. But unfortunately, one day that kingdom, the new Jerusalem, will come from heaven when this world will be folded. In fact, the Bible says the world we are living in, it will just wither like grasses, and heaven it will just melt. Then God will bring down the new Jerusalem, where we will reign. If we make it in heaven, it is not an easy task. And I understand that to be a Christian is not a joke, because there are rules and regulations. There is do and don't, because Christianity have never been a public thing. It's a private, where rules and regulations applies. So there is do and don't. And because the world we are living today, people we are in another generation that want to live. The world we are in today, people they believe that why do I need God with money? But there are some things we will never handle. In fact, there is a song. I do tell you that I'm a worshiper, but God has told me to hold on. You listen to this takataka, all this nonsense, empty gospel without the gospel which has a spirit of the living God. It should be sung, and it should be able to heal people. The realm should work. Just somebody taking a microphone and singing. When you sing, God said that He's a spirit, and we should worship Him with the spirit. In the book of Romans 8, it says that those people who walk in the flesh, they think of the things of the flesh. But those people that walk in the spirit, they always think things of the spirit. So, despite that, I am, as God is in three Trinity, the way we are in three Trinity, we have the body, soul, and the spirit. So despite whatever you believe, that's where your spirit is. Simple and clear. So today I happen to buy some in fact it was my son who was so much hungry of the cucumber, so he wanted to have a cucumber. I bought one already, but I just wanted to show people that I'm not just West. I love so much African food, in fact. Githeri, with time, it have been become it. In fact, I grew up with too much githeri, and I think that's why I don't eat githeri. It's very rare to meet me cooking githeri. That one, I don't know, because maize we eat maize often, like salad. So I don't know. Githeri is not in my it is not in my calendar no more. I don't even miss that githeri. I ate enough. So but I bought some sweet potatoes and some arrowroot. I wanted to buy some cassava because one day I will show you how to cook cassava, West African. And then I forgot to buy cassava, but that one I always buy, because I know that we are starting long suffering. We have to suffer the way we will share the glory with Christ. That's why we should even go to the suffering that Jesus Christ underwent. So that's why I did not buy some stuffs. I wanted even to buy cassava. I always I do make cassava ugari too, and cassava some people have said you can even mix it with chapati fries. I have never tried. That's chemistry we are going to try with you people. But I have some millets there, and what I miss much is the beans. I've been looking for beans. Too much beans have disappeared. So somebody, if you are coming this way, please, can you bring some beans to me? Then today I happened to get some oil from Thailand, because we are eating Thailand food today. So I bought some oil from Sesam. This one I bought, and then I bought spices from Thailand. These are I wanted to this just for the chicken. I just wanted to they did not have much spices, and this one in fact is the first time I have bought it. I always buy chicken cube. And I think this one is better off because it's 400 grams. So it is going to take me it is going to take me almost let's see, maybe I like it in spices. We see whether it's gonna take me through this year. If I can see the expiring date, yeah, I cannot even see the expiring date here. So, so I happen to buy. Yeah, its expiring date is 2026 April. So I have more than one year. Then in those Arab shop, my son, he wanted to eat some hamburger tomorrow. So the guy advised me. And I can see as if I can see that this thing, it's written like it's have already expired. It's, let's see whether, I don't know whether I'm going to open it or I'm going to, because it's stated like, I don't know, I think this is the date that it was manufactured, best before, I think, yeah, let's see. Anyway, I have a I have some works to do now. I want to cook, and because I don't have my cameraman, so this dish I'm cooking today, we are going to cook with together another day. So I'm looking forward to see my. I think I'm going to shift because that cooking pot is a little bit big. This space is very small for it. So I love it that I'm going to enjoy some African food. So people, I don't only cook Western food or the Asian food or the developed nation food. I love too much cooking. One of these fine days we will cook. And there is something I want us to test. We mix the millet plus the maize flour, because the millet is rich in protein. Let's check whether the millet have expired. Just give me a minute and I get my millet. So when I tell you I have African stuffs, I grew in the village. So don't think that I've never taken these things. And I love this kind of things because they are naturally healthy, and they don't, like millets, they have no chemicals. So I think one of these fine days when I'll be eating ugari, sometimes next week, we are going to try this chemistry. We take some millet and we mix some with some maize flour, because I think, is it the Ruyan? The Ruyan, they make very good ugari of the millet. I know I've tried one day, and like let me give you some nuggets of eating some of these things that are tasteless. Like millet, when you are cooking some of these tasteless things, what can make you to enjoy your meal? That you make a very good sauce. If it's a cabbage, you try to spice it so that it give it the when you cook the millet ugari. Even this maize flour ugari, it tastes tasteless, but it's not. This one is more tasteless compared to maize flour, but with a very good spicy. Even cassava ugari I've tried. It's very, and that's why they I think the West Africa they use pepper. I wanted to buy pepper, then I was I may just leave pepper for this, but I love minimal chili. I can handle minimal, so I'm not very bad in eating chili. So, but I think we're gonna make a maize. We're gonna make some ugari. We mix millet, and then we are going to mix with some maize flour, and then we are going to make a good spicy, I think, sauce where we are going to make it with the sukuma wiki plus spinach. Even I have some cabbage. It's not a must many of the time, because many of the time it's not always that you eat meat. In fact, my life will be very easy when my children they will start living by their own, because me, I love beans, and I'm quite happy that one of my sons love beans. So when I go home, I'll think I'll get a ton of. I have a very big bag of it. I need to get beans across, because beans that become scarce and very expensive. So I can see that my arrowroots and my sweet potatoes have started cooking. So I'll leave you for today. Then I go and change, because I cannot cook with this clothes. I need to put other clothes which I have, at least short sleeves that I use in the kitchen. So make sure that you people, we need your help, and we have not yet reached that level that we are proud of sending our videos out. So that is why we are holding most of the things, because the support is still true. So try to support us by subscribing, sharing, even by looking at the number of the people who have seen our video. Somebody feel encouraged. So try to share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll be so grateful. So let me continue enjoying my African arrowroot as I cook. I think now it's about we normally eat quite early. So when I come at your place, I don't eat dinner like 6, 7. Here we normally eat dinner. That is my family schedule. Between 5, latest 5, and then before we go to bed. We Africans, if you have not shared the time that I have been away, we are not too much used to bread. But, and that's why even baking, you never meet African baking. We don't know how to bake Africans. Even I learn with time how to bake. Baking is not African, and that's why even when you go to these coffee and tea caves, you not find a lot of baking which you can enjoy to eat together with your tea or your coffee. And these American cookies you cook, and these I have even problem with cakes. These the kind of sugar that is used is I'm not used to. So I hope one day it comes somebody from West nations and introduce baking to us African. We are very poor on that. So let me stop there, and I wish you good evening or good day with day at your place. Then we meet another day. Bye bye.